In 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 7, we read these instructions for men in marriage. Husbands, in the same way, be considerate as you live with your wives, and treat them with respect as the weaker partner and as heirs with you of the gracious gift of life, so that nothing will hinder your prayers. The New Living Translation urges men to treat your wife with understanding as you live together. Considering, understanding, respectful, partner. Sounds like a pretty good recipe for a successful marriage. But sometimes those marriages slide off the tracks. Pastor T.D. Jakes advises, to regain true intimacy, physical and emotional, to restore the closeness you once shared, you must be willing to allow your heart and soul to reopen. If you've been hurt, that is not easy, but you must be willing to risk exposing yourself to the unknown in order to reconnect with one another. Pastor Jakes continues, to bring a marriage back from the brink of divorce is not easy. In every union, there are unique considerations that must be worked out. Whether the problems in your marriage arise from external circumstances, such as losing a job or undergoing a foreclosure, or problems with the relationship, such as an affair or addiction issues. You can only rebuild by revitalizing what you once had and reconnecting with each other. The first step in reconnecting with your mate is to practice the art of getting to know the other person. The Bible says that we are to treat our spouses with understanding, and understanding is a process that takes time, attention, and effort as we get to know their unique needs. Pastor Jakes then goes on to say, what typically happens when we are first trying to figure out someone is that we put them in a box based on who and what we think they are. Then we stick a label on the box that we hope will follow them for the rest of their lives. Truly knowing someone is not about deciding who they should be and then wanting them to stay that way forever. The mystery of knowing another requires a commitment to lifelong learning. If we are serious about rebuilding or even strengthening our marriages, we will make understanding one another our highest priority. Now, because something is said in a relationship doesn't necessarily mean it has been heard. At least, not in the way we think it is. The Apostle Peter uses the words considerate and respect. Both are essential to the art of listening, which is essential to a good marriage. Unless we are willing to consider what our spouse is really saying and respect their thoughts and feelings, we are headed for trouble. The reason many couples come to a point where they're contemplating divorce is that instead of having conversations, their interactions disintegrate into sermons and monologues. Counseling can help us learn how the other person expresses themselves. When you are focused on being right and getting one up, there's no room for solutions to emerge. The key is to try and listen with an open heart rather than a closed mind, learning to be vulnerable and soft in order to come to the place of understanding where negotiation can take place. Now, some couples write letters to express their feelings as they navigate their way back to better and deeper communication. Just as an artist waits for the perfect light to capture a subject on canvas, couples must learn the art of waiting to help reset their relationship back on course. This requires patience and dedication that are not always easy, but they are very necessary. God's timing offers us deeper healing than anything we can construct on our own. Now, if you're considering divorce, be sure that you have exhausted every other option first. No matter how bad things may be between you, with God's help, you can rebuild your marriage. Pastor Allen will share more thoughts on this subject tomorrow, and Pastor Mike will wrap it up on Wednesday. And you can catch both of those on our Facebook page at the Village Church at World Golf Village. We're also looking for people to help serve lunch on Wednesday to the teachers and staff at Tocoi Creek High School. We will be gathering at the church at 9 a.m. and should be finished serving by 1 p.m. We would love to have you represent us as we support our teachers in Toro Town. You can contact the church office for more information. Have a great week, church, and I'll see you on Friday with another Word for You Today.